Okay, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you're here joining us tonight for this sneak peek into coaching. I love these calls. I just love these calls, like the possibility of having you join us on this amazing adventure that I've been a part of now for, gosh, 2.5 years. It's so exciting. It really is. And I have a vision for this team that I know can come to fruition. I love girls trips. I love doing things together with my girlfriends. And I really want to motivate and inspire you to understand that what we are creating here is a culture. And we invited you tonight because we want you to be a part of that culture. We want to bring you in to the amazingness that we have experienced as coaching. And I hope that tonight we can paint a picture for you that will allow you to see that absolutely anybody with any background can do what we do on a daily basis. But I do want to kind of break down a little bit. Is this for you? Is this something that you might benefit from? I promise you, if we invited you here, we know that it is, but I want you to know that it is. So if at any time, you are maybe lacking some motivation in your fitness routine, or you need more accountability than you're getting from our challenge groups, you might especially now see people around you who are struggling, who are really just having a hard time with life. Guys, the world is heavy right now. It really is. And if you see people around you struggling, this is so much more than a workout program. It's so much more than that, and I hope that you will see that throughout this call. And maybe you seek an inspiring community, a community that is surrounded by like-minded people who really just want to help others make changes in their life. And if you're low on time, if you're maybe looking for an additional, paycheck to come into your family, but you work really hard and you're ready to make a real change, a real commitment to something that's bigger than you, this is for you. And I want you to just hear me out for a second, because I was some of you maybe, and Nico and I have a very different story, which I love, because everybody in the coaching world, we have completely different stories. Like, everybody comes from all walks of life, all different backgrounds. I was a teacher for 10 years in the classroom. I taught high school marching bands. Okay, no lie, I swear to God, that's what I did. And when I got pregnant with my son, I wanted to come home. I wanted to come home and be with him, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this and do that at the same time. And then less than a year later, I was pregnant with my daughter, and here I was 18 months out of a full-time career that I had built, and I'm at home with 2 kids alone all day long. And I was in a body that I didn't recognize. I was over 200 pounds. You see the top right of your screen. That's me, I promise. I was so ashamed of what I had let my body get to, because this is not, who I was ever, but I didn't know how to fix it, because my body was so different after having 2 kids in 18 months that I was just lost. I didn't know how to find myself again. So I started kind of researching online and dabbing in this and free YouTube this and, Weight Watchers and keto and all of the things. And finally I found my coach, Michelle, and she introduced me to Beachbody. And I just was like, okay, so I can do my workouts at home while my kids are there, and I can just press play, and they're going to just tell me what to do. Please just tell me what to do, because I don't know what to do. I would go into a gym and use the elliptical. That was the extent of my gym background, And after my first program, I lost 24 pounds, and I was floored by that. It was a 60-day program, and I went all in with everything, nutrition, shake, all the things. And I was just like, wow, I have to start sharing this with my friends and family, but I don't really want to coach them. I'm not a coach. So I'm just going to hand them off to my coach, and my coach kept telling me, Jackie, what are you doing? You're giving me people and you're giving away commission and bonuses and trips and all of these things. Why are you doing that? I'm like, because I'm just not a coach. I'm just not a coach. And she's like, Jackie, everyone could be a coach. And I finally gave her the time of day, and I listened to a call like this. And I finally went all in about 2.5 years ago, and I never looked back, because I started realizing that so many women in my life needed this, just like I did. I had so many stay-at-home mom friends who truly needed this in their life. And not to mention, the financial gain that I was getting. I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was bringing home all the money, and I felt kind of worthless. If I hate to use that word, but I did. I felt like, what am I bringing to the table? What am I doing for our family? I'm not doing anything. I'm just staying home, taking care of our kids. And well, a lot of people would tell me like, no, Jackie, that's the best job in the world. It is, but I needed more for myself. And when I started bringing in commission and bonuses, and I started earning trips for our family, and I started like paying for things on my own, it was so empowering, and I just kept going. And I am now here 2.5 years into coaching, and I have never been so happy in my life as far as my health, my fitness, and now my business. And it is just so exciting to share this opportunity with others. And Nico's story is very different. So I'm going to have her come on and share with you where she's coming from.
Oh, thanks, Jackie. And that was nice because Jackie and I obviously hooked up to help each other in business. So we've had discussions, but even I heard things I hadn't heard about your story before. So that was great. But yeah, we did come. And you know what? I think we're at different places for sure. So I had done Beachbody for years, actually. And I very quickly realized I loved the routine of doing fitness at home. And I found that I needed fitness for myself as a way to like manage stress. And at the time, I definitely didn't have the language for it. Like I didn't know why, but I just knew I needed it. And then there was a program. I hooked up with a coach finally. And I decided, okay, so I'm going to go all in on a program and just see what's possible. Cause I'm really good at like setting goals that are here, like not actually like outside my comfort zone. So I was like, what if I just did all the things and that it would, for me, included the nutrition and the fitness and the community. Like I said, I could work out every day. I felt like I didn't need accountability, but I thought I'm just going to do this thing. And I did it. And it was 80 days and that started in January. It ended in April. And by April, I was completely blown away at how I felt. And it wasn't my physical results that made me that excited. It was the community. I needed the community. I was a mom to two. My kiddos at that time would have been like, I don't know, 12 and 14 maybe. Or no, you know what? They were 14 and 16. So I had teenagers and I was struggling as a parent. I was a realtor and I also was like on my board and I chaired committees and I wore 9 million hats, it felt like. But most of all, I felt like I was feeling as the mother that I wanted to be because I wasn't showing up well. And then I get in community with these women and they are sharing all their struggles and they're sharing their stories and they're checking in with you when you don't check in. And I just had never had that. And it's not like I didn't have great friends, but I never opened up the way that I felt safe to do in this community. I'm a very independent person. Very, when somebody tells you you're strong all the time, you feel like you need to be that and you can't ask for help. But when you get into a community and you see other women doing that, and you're supporting them in their journey and reminding them, your best is good enough. It's okay to give yourself grace sometimes. When you tell people that enough, it kind of starts to go, maybe I could give myself grace. So it like gave me this new language. And it was like the perfect thing that I didn't even know I needed. So I said yes to coaching. It was like I said, I was wearing way too many hats. I was at not a great place myself. It was the end of that year that when I decided coaching that I literally had like a complete burnout and meltdown. And I struggled so bad. And I think for me, coaching highlighted what was missing from my life. And that was healthy boundaries. And it was confidence in myself and belief in myself and making time for myself because I had felt that being a good mother was pouring everything into my kids, and being a good realtor meant that I could never say no. And I was struggling, and coaching and being in that community and supporting others really highlighted for me what changes I needed to make and gave me the safe space to do that. So yeah, we came at it very different. I think just different seasons of our life too, right? So there is a place for everybody. So yeah, what does a coach do? If I could sum it up in one word, I would say cheerleader. really you get to cheerlead other women, which feels amazing because when you cheer on others, you get to share in their joy. And really what we do is we just share this total solution, because Beachbody really is mind's like mindset, it's nutrition, it is fitness, and we all know these things, but all of them are important, and most of all community, because you will hear me say that word 500 times because that's how passionate I am about this community. Coaches, we share with our friends, we share with family, we share with social. I don't know if you want me to read these, Jackie, or
No, that's fine. And yeah, and really, and what I want to reiterate here is really, we're just inviting our friends and family to get in on what we're already doing and what we already believe in, because it's very important. We're not out there, trying to we call ourselves farmers, not hunters. My team uses that a lot, because we're not out there trying to get sale, we're not trying to do that. And I think a lot of time there's this misconception when it comes to social media network marketing or even MLMs. We're out there just trying to get as many people as possible all the time. And it's really, I don't feel that way at all with my business. I never feel that way. I am coming across as genuinely concerned, wanting to help, and trying to share the total solution. When someone comes to me and they're like, well, maybe I'll just do the workouts, and I'm like, well, you see my results. That's why you came to me. I'm not just doing the workouts. Like Nico mentioned, it is mind, body, and soul. This is not just doing a workout and peace out, I'm going to change my life. We're trying to truly change people's lives, on so many different levels, not just, selling them, one package that they're never going to use again,
Well, and it does come from that authentic place. Like when I started coaching, it was because I wanted everybody to feel the way that I felt. It wasn't be the size I was or where, it had nothing to do with that, and everything to do with feel. And when I reach out to people or when I have these conversations, it is always about the way that you feel. That is what matters the most. So yeah, we are sharing from this authentic place, and sharing is the key. We aren't selling anything. This is like an experience. You're sharing what matters to you. Again, I can sell, selling would just be, here's my shake, you should have this. Well, no, I'm going to tell you that I've been taking it or enjoying my shake for 4 years because I can feel the difference that it makes in my body, right? We're not just showing product. We're selling things because we like them. And if you're here, I hope that means that you've seen value too. And again, that can look different for all of us, right? It is products. It's, our trainers, it's our programs, and it's the community. A lot of people will think about what about, right? We get caught up in our head because we like to overthink. And I, for one, am a wonderful overthinker. We think that we're not at our fitness goal. Well, that's what accountability is for. And coaching helps with that, because I need to show up because there's people counting on me. And that's a great tool to help me keep showing up. And if you don't have a lot of time, I'll give you an example. We were going shopping this morning, or late this morning. So while my husband is in picking up the few things he had to run in for, I was able to voice message 3 people I wanted to get back to. That's pockets of time. That's how people work this business. There are doctors that work this business. There's stay-at-home moms, and it's not like you're staying at home and have all the time. We just fit this into pockets of time, and you're working at home when it's convenient for you, or you're working on your phone, on vacation. It doesn't matter. You can do it from anywhere. And who are you to motivate? I love this one, because you know what? You are one step ahead of the person that you're inviting. Always. You are always one step ahead because you've already started. So I tell my team all the time, you're already an expert. You just have to be an expert at your story and then help somebody find their story. You just have to be showing up, right? And you okay, so you're motivated because I forgot it. We'll let it go. It's fine.
No, don't worry. You're just saying who am I to motivate? Who am I supposed to go out there and say oh, come here and do this with me? No, everyone.
Because you're doing it.
Yeah, you're already doing it. I have so many people who are in my challenge group who already share their sweaty selfies and their Shakeology and how they're, and I'm just that's what coaching is. That's what
Yeah,
it is. It's just on a more personal level where you're actually talking to the individual and not just putting it out there for the masses. There's a difference.
exactly. And it's too expensive. I mean, it took me a while to find value in Shakeology. The first time I had it for a month and then I stopped. And it was a few years because, like I said, I used Shake or Beachbody at home with the DVDs. So it was a while ago. But I didn't have to shake to start. We just have to help people see the value, right? Break it down for them. If you're enjoying coffees every day, like buying lattes, that's the price of a shake. And help them see the value and know why it's important. Again, you share your story, share your experience to help them see the value. And again, they may or may not get there, right? But it's not our job to drag anybody. Whether or not you have the support of loved ones or not, or friends or family, they'll get on board eventually. It just might take a little while. And you have to tell them, again, they don't need to see the value. You need to tell them why it's valuable. You need to tell them how it helps you show up differently. And they won't do that unless you tell them that, right? They're not going to understand where you're coming from. Just know that you need this in your life and why. You have to tell people and give them the opportunity to support you. When I started coaching, I didn't even have Instagram. Did not have Instagram. So do you need a big following? Heck no. There's people that build huge businesses with this. It can be really local. It can be your friend group, and you can want to grow a social network. There's many ways to grow this business. It doesn't have to look like one thing. And this definitely isn't a pyramid scheme, because if, Crystal jumps in here and crushes it, she can surpass all of us, and there's no cap. You can just go do your thing and crush it.
Absolutely.
Right? We did a little flip the script, just because a lot of this is mindset. And again, it goes back to stories that we're telling ourselves. Like, I just want to do this for me right now. I really need it. That is awesome. But we also all know that there are people in our lives that need this. I mean, I know I have friends that I've been working on for a while, and it's not for me. I know that how much that they would benefit from this. And it's just better together. The community piece, it's better together. So switch that into who could help join you and help keep you accountable and enjoy this with you. And people, if they think that you're that person because you're sharing the stuff on social, that was the story I had to get over. I felt like I was changing the story for the people that knew me as Zan and Zoe's mom and George's wife and, a realtor. And I was really afraid of that, actually. That was a big thing for me. But you know what? I've never, ever had anybody say, how dare you share that? Or why would you share that? You're sharing health and wellness and positivity, and nobody's going to think that's poor. And if they do, bye-bye, they're not your people. See you later.
Amen. Yes. And
right?
when you're happy, like, don't other people, like, aren't they so drawn to that? You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Like, hating on you, like, that's all in our head. It's all in our head.
I know. I've never got nasty messages. I've definitely had people say, like, I will never do what you do, but you're such a pleasure to watch. I'm like, well, then keep watching. Thank you. Right?
Yep.
And that's okay. And if you don't have a transformation yet, thank goodness, because you know what? We're never going to be done transforming. Take people with you on the journey. It is more relatable. If I showed up and I was like, I am perfect, does anybody want to work with me? Hell no, they don't, because you're not relatable. So the whole point is to be on a journey. We are all on a journey, and we get to learn while we take others and help them learn as well. But like I said, we're already doing it. So we're one step ahead so we can guide them. And if you don't want to sound salesy, do not. I mean, I'm a realtor. I sell houses for a business or for a living. And well, I did more so, but that's another story. I didn't want to sound salesy and either. So when I'm helping somebody buy a home, I'm helping them attain something that they see value in, that they want. And it's the same for this. You can present somebody with the opportunity, and they get to decide whether or not they want to say yes or no. But you're also presenting them with something that you know is going to add so much value to their life.
Absolutely.
So
I love that.
You're not selling, you're sharing.
It's absolutely true. Everything that she said. And if I could just go back for 1 second, like, I don't have a transformation yet, look at Nico and I, like, somebody might look at us, and I get this sometimes, like, well, Jackie, you're already fit. So like, you don't really understand like where I'm coming from. And it's like, no, you don't understand that like my journey is lifelong, and what Nico said is spot on. I have never arrived. I work on me every single day, body, mind, and soul. It's not about like a before and after photo. What about someone who comes to us who's already fit? Did they not make a good coach? No, of course, it has nothing to do with that. It truly doesn't. It has to do with showing up and being your authentic self every single day. So let's talk about the Benjamins, okay? Because yes, this is all fun and it's community and we love it. And honestly, don't tell Carl Deichler, I may even do this for free. Like I would literally almost do this for free, but the commission, the bonuses, it is truly obviously the cherry on top. It really is. So we do earn commission, but what I love about our business is that we are kind of what we call like a back-ended business. So yes, we do earn commission on the challenge packs that we sell. We do earn commission on that bike that just was launched. We earn $100 for each of those bikes. But really where the money is in the long run is having these long-term customers and coaches who are going to continue to come back because they just love Beachbody just as much as you do, right? So they're going to become your long-term customers. They're going to become your long-term people who are in your challenge groups, who are continually buying Shakeology, and you are going to earn Team Cycle bonuses based on that volume of people who are joining you, right? And so like if I have a coach who brings on people under them, I am earning volume from those people, and those equate to different amounts of bonuses depending on your rank. So it can be either $14, $16, or $18 a cycle, which is like each time that it kind of calculates that you're going to be earning this bonus. It's kind of complicated and a little detailed, but just understand that the commission starts as being the highest part of your paycheck, but over time, the Team Cycle bonus starts to become a much higher portion of that paycheck. And what I like about that is, for example, in September, I lost my dad. And it was very sudden, it was very traumatic. And then literally 2 weeks later, I come home from his funeral and I'm diagnosed with COVID. Like it was the worst time of my life. But what happened during that time was I had worked, right, all the way up until this point in my life. And I had built this team and I had built this income. And then I stopped working. I stopped working for a good probably 5 weeks. I didn't do anything because I was a mess. But guess what? The paycheck still came every Thursday because of that downline Team Cycle bonus. I wasn't necessarily making any sales that would equal straight up commission, but my team and everybody below me was already on board and they were already purchasing products. And everybody below me in my team who's earning money, I get 10% of that, right? So I'm like literally in the worst time of my life, but I don't have to work. I can have money come in. Now, I'm a veteran coach. I've been coaching for 2.5 years. I'm not saying that's going to happen the first month, but that's what I'm talking about with this kind of back-ended business. It really does grow over time when you are consistent and you show up for yourself first and then share that with other people. And you see on the right-hand side, I grew my income by almost 200% year over year in 2021, and then again by over 217%, or by over 200% in 2022. And I plan to grow over 300% this year because people need this in their life. I learn something new every single day, and I share that with my team. Nico and I are success partners. We share it with each other. This is a family. We want you to succeed. We truly do, because it really does help us succeed at the same time. So I want to just kind of break down for you what the first 3 months in this business could look like. Our goal for you as a new coach would be that you share this with 3 friends or family in the very first month that you're coaching. And really the very first full month, right? Because if you joined, like say you joined today, today's what, February 24th, right? It's at the end of the month. So your very first full month, which would be March, we would want you to bring on at least 3 people. And I'll share with you, I brought on 11 people my very first month. I was highly motivated. I was really like hungry to have success. And I wanted to pay for my challenge pack. My husband was not very supportive in the beginning. He's like, you want to be a coach? Like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to earn back the money. And I literally earned it up threefold. I earned it back threefold. So that was very like exciting for me. You know, I was earning this money for our family. I was paying for my shakes. And that's what we want for you that very first month, is we want you to pay for your shakes. That's first and foremost. You shouldn't be paying for those. You know, we want you to earn the commission so that you can not have to worry about paying for that anymore, you know? And then month 2, you're going to have repeat customer business from month 1 of those customers who are repeating those Shakeology subscriptions. And then you're going to have 3 more people that are going to bring you an additional commission of $150 approximately. This is like round numbers, you know, but that's about how much it is. And then in month 3, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to have the commission from the first 2, or excuse me, the rollover subscriptions from the first 2 months. And then you're going to have new commission for the 3rd month. And whenever you do this for 3 months out of the very first 6 months that you start coaching, you get the coveted title of Success Starter. I actually hold this title. It means that you're helping a minimum of 3 people in 3 months in the first 6 months that you are a coach. So if you joined in February right now, if you got Success Club, which is helping 3 people in March, April, and May, you would earn a free ticket to Summit in July, which is insane. Like, that's pretty freaking awesome. Plus you get this title of Success Starter, and it's very like unique to our industry. And you know, when people see that, it's definitely a big deal. You know, it means that you hit the ground running. So winning free stuff is huge for me. I love winning stuff. Okay. And we win stuff all the time in this business. So in your very first month as a Success Starter, or as somebody who is hitting Success Club, you are going to get this crossbody bag that you see on the right-hand corner of your screen. And then every other kind of tier that you hit throughout this year, you'll win another prize, right? So your 3-month prize, your 6-month prize. And it's just so cool that Beachbody rewards us for this on top of our commission and our bonuses. There's also a program called Road to Elite. They give us trophies and they give us prizes. I literally just won Skull Candy wireless earphones for being a premier coach this year, which is part of the Road to Elite. And I was like, they like arrived in the mail and I was like, what? Yeah, baby, you know, like just free stuff. It's pretty awesome. And then of course, like I just mentioned, if you're a Success Starter, you're going to win a ticket to Summit, which is our coveted, amazing convention, national convention that happens every single year. It's been canceled the past 2 years. Okay. So this year, guys, like, this is the year to go to Summit because everybody's going to be so excited to be there. I mean, you get to work out with super trainers. Like, literally, Amala could be like sweating on you. Like, I can't even imagine that. Like, it's so exciting. It's so fun. So you would win a free ticket to go to that. And then we have trips. We have a lot of trips throughout the year that you could earn as a new coach. Our leadership retreat that is happening in April, at least, you know, Nico and I are on different teams, so we both have different things, but we both have uplines that have things like this. You know, there's a diamond leadership retreat that we do every single year, and of course, our Success Club trip. Now, everybody gets to do the Success Club trip, which is pretty cool. When you are helping a minimum of 3 to 5 people every single month, you can actually earn your way to going on a trip like this. And next year, it's in Riviera Maya, Mexico, adults only, all-inclusive resort, guys. Oh, it is so sexy. I've been there. I went there last year. It is amazing. It is so romantic. And you know what? I was talking to a coach friend of mine today, and I was like, listen, I'm not going to say her name, but listen, when's the last time you went on a trip with your husband alone? And you know what she said to me? 9.5 years ago. They have 4 kids. Okay, I get it. But I was like, what if you spent this year focused on helping people so that you and your husband could go on a trip alone for 5 days together, all expenses paid, like an all-inclusive resort in Mexico? Like, and she was like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Like, yeah, it's really awesome, you know? So like, think about that. Like, imagine yourself in Mexico with all of us cool people, you know, drinking a cocktail by the ocean. And the time is now, right, Nico? Like, the time is 100% now to join.
Yeah. Well, soon we'll be in Punta Cana, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the wonderful thing about our company is, and how are we doing we're good for time. Is they set us up so nicely, with so much excitement coming, like ridiculous, right? And Jackie, feel free to jump in here too, because I know you saw the video. I
saw the sizzle video on 4-Week Gut Protocol. Oh my God. Like, seriously, this program is going to be a game changer, because you know what? I'm sure you've done 21 Day Fix. Like, you've done 21 Day Fix. And like, she's pairing, again, fitness with nutrition, you know, and in like a cohesive unit together, you know. And like, not many of you might know that the Portion Fix was 21 Day Fix. That's what it was. It was like this 21 Day Fix program that came out together with a workout. It was like mind blowing. Like people were like, what? And it was like it still is one of our most successful programs of all time. And now she's kind of changing it, low impact workouts. I mean, a gut health reset, like who doesn't need that in their life right now? Like literally everybody, including me, you know?
Right.
And like, so I don't know what you're more excited about, this or Joel, and I'm like really excited about Joel in July, I won't lie.
Oh, well, yes, I am excited about Joel. We don't know much about Joel's. That's coming out in July, but
It's a weightlifting program.
yeah, I know that, but yeah, and I was gonna say for the 4 weeks for everybody, I know that that's 4 weeks. Or we know it's 4 weeks, 4 days a week. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And it's 30 minutes or less, and same with Fire and Flow. I'm excited about Fire and Flow.
Yes. I think that's 5 days a week or
excited.
6 days a week, with 3 being Jericho and 3 being Elise, right?
Yep. 6 days a week, and it'll be like really intense because like Jericho was a firecracker, and then like very restorative with Elise. So I think that'll be interesting. And those are 30-minute workouts too for 4 weeks.
And these are all veteran trainers. Jericho was Morning Mountain 100, Elise was bar blend, and of course Joel is lift 4 and 10 rounds, and they're just amazing. The lineup this year, and that just is July. We don't even know what's going to happen the second half of the year. So like our point is kind of like, this is the time to join us, because this is an incredible lineup. I just want to say, and I'm sure Nico feels the same, I am just so excited that you were here tonight, that you're willing to listen, that you're willing to open up your mind, because I truly 100% believe that literally anybody can do this business. Like you see on your screen, these are just a few people from our team, and like they are all walks of life. They are all shapes and sizes. They are all different backgrounds, grown kids, young kids, babies, married, divorced, single, in college, in their career, whatever it is, doctors, lawyers, there's just so many different backgrounds, and everybody has a place here with our team. Everybody does. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to go all in with us. And we really, truly hope that you do, because we want to share this amazing experience with you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Nico, thank you for joining me. This is awesome.
Yes, it's great.
And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Please feel free to message us with any questions you have.